thoughts on everything. Welcome back to the favorite show, and today we're going to talk about a lot of people's favorite subject at the moment, KSI's new album, Dissimulation. Now this is my thoughts on this album that just came down, like there was no holding back. What my thought about this album is that it was definitely a risk KSI took for his sound and his music, and you know, because some of his fans might hate it, and some of his fans might like some of the songs on how they sound, or how he sounds, or how like the beat sounds, or how his flow is. But I feel like this album had what he wanted. He wanted to show people a message of what he felt during certain situations. He wanted to show who he actually is, how he acts, and he just wanted to show his pure talent, and he wanted to show his ability on how far he can actually go when for a certain genre, or for certain acts of, music, boxing, his hobbies. And it was also a step up for his features and how good he can do like without his features, which I think he needed to do, because then he would get a lot of hate for just having features and then just getting carried by the features, which didn't happen. And isn't KSI like mainstream now? I think he should. Was he first in 17 countries for this album? Like, jeez. But I'm gonna say, unpopular opinion. Well, no, maybe popular. If he never said Boldski, would he still have trending in 17 countries? Now, I would say yes, but what would you say? Would you say that he would still have 17 countries trending, number one? Or, if he never said Boldski, just no. He would have maybe like 15, 16, couple. I don't know, just something to think about. And this album actually really generates a lot of, feelings or emotion of what he says, or just, past. Like, of course, the song Millions, there's a lot of Reddit memes on it, which is a song he needed to make to just get across his view, which I think every album should have a view on, like, something, like a hype song, some, message. Like, an album should at least have a couple songs that will get you in the mood of, like, anger, happiness, sadness, vibe. This album is technically like a whole vibe. But I know many people said KSI's autotune for some songs did not work. This is my opinion on that. I say it was good at some parts, but bad at some parts, Some nights it had like a nice vibe to it, and some moments it just sounded unnecessary or just too much for that type of song. There is a little bit in Bad Little Vibe, but it's just a little bit, it's not too much, it's kind of something you have to get used to like, really go, whew. Well, many people may think, Logan, you literally always say that KSI is good. Can you please just get off his... And I'm just gonna say, I'm sorry, but this is my opinion. If you don't like it, then go leave the video. Conclusion. This album was very different and very unique for KSI's type of sound and his type of, the way he acts in his music. As we all know, before, his music was a little bit, I think that's like the best word to describe his, 2014, 2016 music. But the conclusion was he took a risk that people enjoyed, some people didn't, but it was still an album that had a good vibe in general, had a good feel in general, and in general, I think it was a very big step into his, I would say, mainstream career, and it's a good step for how newcomers see him and how now oldcomers see him. And that's why I think KSI, he's turning a lot better and bigger. So that's my thoughts on the new KSI album, Dissimulation. But one more question before we leave. When's Kodeka's album coming out?